It has been way too long. I have missed you guys. I had to take a break from three card spreads because I had no more organic energy for it. When you are a generator in the human design system of things about reality, we have this thing called sacral energy and a sacral motor. My sacral energy was dried the fuck up for doing these. And then over the last 2 weeks, it's been poking at me, and I've been it's been regenerating. And then now I got all this energy to do these for you guys again. I hope this is going to be regular again, but we'll find out what I have energy for. I have your three card spread. Yesterday it was very strong. I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and when I come to the Southwest, the spiritual energy is very high for all people, but it picks up and is very clear for me as soon as I get here. And I got here and it was I need to do a three card spread. I need to. It's for me, for you. I need to, for you, for me. So this is a win-win. So thank you for being a human that listens to this and values this, because it means everything to me to get to be me. And if being me has to do with serving you, thank you for letting me serve you. To wit, if you watch these and you like these, can you just write anything at all in the comments? I haven't been a very comment-focused person before, but I want to be now, because this is a back and forth and this is about you guys. So what's up? How are these for you? How does this one land? What are your feelings? What are your thoughts? Please share. It's a tribe. It's a community. I have to admit it. All right, because I'm so individual. I have so much individual circuitry in my chart that I'm tribes, communities, but you guys are one, and you matter to me, and I'm learning. I have your three card spread. Here we are. It's happening. In the recent past, we've had the Ghostlands card present. Present moment has the Dragon's Lair. That's okay. Don't panic. And the outcome is filled with one of my favorite cards, movement. So let's see what the hell this is about. Reminder, since I haven't been here in a while, this is the deck I'm working with, the Enchanted Oracle Map deck. What's her name? Colette Barron-Reed, delightful friend of the podcast, except this isn't the podcast and we're not friends. But she's a delightful human, is what I'm sure of. What podcast? Mine. All the answers. Free. Everywhere you get podcasts. You should listen. You should listen. It's spirituality and comedy all in one place. There's people all around me because I'm at a dog park with my dog. The Ghostlands card in the recent past. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Somewhere in your life in the recent past, you've been getting this poke or this prod from the universe. Whenever we set our sights too far ahead, we run the risk of losing our footing, for rarely do the past and the future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. Excuse me. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps toward a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. Let's review that last sentence, though, before I hop ahead. You can't live there in the future, yet you can take measured steps toward a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. So the Ghostlands card is this recent past reminder for each of us here to be in the now, not living too wistfully in the past and not being so far into the future that we can't have a positive effect on the now. There's a saying in the 12-step rooms that I like. They say if you have 1 foot in the past and 1 foot in the future, you're pissing on the present. Don't pee on the present. Be in the present. Speaking of the present, what's happening in it? By the way, this is why so many of us don't like to be in the present, is because it's where all the pain is. People don't like pain. We like to go away from pain. But unfortunately, the only way out is through, so we have to go down into our pain, but in a real way, not in an abstract mental way. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. Okay. The Dragon's Lair, let's look at it. Not the most warm and cuddly card, but, there's wisdom no less. You are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk-taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. So it's a complicated card because it says it's scary. This is a scary moment. There is danger afoot. Look at the little red eyeballs in the bottom corner there. Danger under a scary-looking castle. It's not like you're in a cozy hovel in the woods and there's a little scary two-eyeball thing. No, you're in a scary castle of ice with a dragon flying above it and two scary eyes in the bottom. What's a girl to do? Be aware. I have a story I'm going to tell you about this card that I think will illuminate the sort of essence of it, but let's come back to it. The outcome is the movement card. Let's talk about what the fuck we're talking about when we say movement. Is that Cassie Ledbetter? Cassie! What are you doing, girl? Oh my God, it's so nice to see you. Hi, this is for you. Okay, here's the outcome. Movement. And let's just check out, everybody. This is movement on an ostrich's back. There's a little windmill and a little village of forestry on the back of an ostrich with a fucking, hi girl, with a fucking balloon in the air. And Christine, what's going on, Christine? So, like, this isn't an eccentricity card. This is a card that's about movement that honors the eccentricity and the uniqueness of you. See, people don't move, leave a thing, change a situation, get a new job, leave that relationship, start a new project, whatever it is, because it involves movement. And what does movement involve? Change. What do we want to avoid the most in this reality? Pain and change. How do you move forward ever, anywhere, in any context ever? You have to face pain and change. That's just reality. So, it's a bitch, but you can do it, because on the other side of pain and change is freedom, liberation, authenticity, yourself, satisfaction, fulfillment, what's the word I want? For money. Ambition is what's coming out of my mouth. It's not that word. It's abundance. Abundance. Movement. You're in a time of positive forward motion. And remember, this comes after the present moment of danger, scary, red eyes under the castle. After that moment is movement. Positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. Regardless, you cannot remain where you are anymore. By the way, I'm pulling from consciousness. I open the records when I pull these cards. I'm not like picking these and planning them and I don't have some plan out here. I'm just talking to consciousness, so this is what it gives me. Okay. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. That's good shit. Movement is also a state of mind. Nicole Abbott, what's up, girl? The fog lifts, and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. So, reminder, in the recent past, we've been being poked into the ghostlands reality, which is reminding us there's no energy in the past, actually. You can't change the past. And there's no energy in the future because we're not there yet. It's not a thing. Where is all the energy to do anything? Right the fuck here. So don't have one foot so firmly planted in the past and one foot so firmly planted in the future that you're pissing on the present. However, our present right now has danger in it. That's why we scared of the pleasant, because it's scary. It's where all the feelings are and where the danger is. It's true. You're not crazy. You're not making it up. There is pain in the present. However, the card says, don't be afraid of a little bit of challenge. There is greater reward in facing risk than in staying small and avoiding risk. And the outcome is movement that takes you to your dreams. You idiosyncratic queen, bitch, badass bastard, you. So get out there and live, please. Moving feels scary in the short term, but the best things come out of taking that leap. Let me tell you the briefest story about this in my life. I kept getting this card when I moved to Beacon, New York. I was just talking with my girlfriend Jennifer from there. Jenny, hi, what's up? No, I miss you. Just now we were texting. Beacon's been on my mind lately too. It's pulling me like a beacon. I was living in Colorado, and there was a very strong pull to go to live at the Hudson River. It's a whole story. But like consciousness, the Akashic Records, the guides were like, that's where you're going. You're going now. Here we go. And I was like, every time I would pull cards on it, I would get this fucking card. I'd be like, how is the trip going to go out there? This card. How is it going to be when I get there? This card. Is it in my highest good to go? This card. Skelly. I was looking for like positivity card, happy fun times card. Nope. So I drive to New York and I have a harrowing trip. I'm driving a U-Haul, dragging my car behind it. Huge U-Haul, 26-footer, dragging my car behind it. I blow a tire. I get caught in a lightning storm with a tire blown with this little animal and myself just in the middle of a field in Kansas with, I'm not kidding, lightning touching the ground as far as the eye could see. I was terrified. Eventually, rain and lightning, bad rain, lightning, wind, gusts, by myself. U-Haul comes after hours. They wouldn't come, they come. I get to this hotel. We stay there. The car gets towed. The U-Haul the next day brings us a new U-Haul. We get it. We go on. Another storm hits in Cleveland or somewhere in Ohio. Terrible storm. Can't park the U-Haul anywhere to get to my hotel. I'm in the city now, and it's terrible storms. Can't see, can't park. Drive for hours. The dog is just like, I guess we die here. Finally, I park somewhere, but I park illegally. I get a ticket. I have to get people to help me back out because I've got a car behind the U-Haul. It's a huge thing I'm driving by myself. That's a nightmare. We get to Pennsylvania, where the freeways are up, down, up these hills, down these hills, up these hills, down these hills. Every minute of that fucking freeway in Pennsylvania, I'm being followed by, like, 18-wheelers are up my ass, honking, because the U-Haul will only go 45 miles an hour up a hill. And then down the hill, the brakes don't feel that strong. So I'm going 4 miles an hour down every hill, up a hill, down a hill, 18-wheelers. That was like 5 days of that. It wasn't, but it felt like 5 days. It was a very difficult trip. We did arrive safely. The U-Haul was late. I had to pay all these fees. I got to my place. I moved into my glorious, fucking stunning pad on the river. My God. I made some of the best friends I've ever made so quickly. Beacon is such a magical place. I still have community there that feels just very important to me. I can't wait to go back and visit. I had a really good time there. And I knew it wasn't where I had to stay. The land there was not a fit for me. There was this weird vibration in the land that was like a constant. I felt like I was being constantly low-grade electrocuted by the land. Very weird. Also, I just knew, that's a whole other story of why I left, but being there was an incredibly transformational time for me and very difficult. I got COVID. I had a terrible reaction to the COVID vaccine that was almost worse than COVID. I had a cold. I was lonely. I was paying a lot of money to live, so I was hustling my ass to make a living as an energy healer, which is not easy anyway. I wrote a show that went well to do, but it was very challenging. It was full of challenges. The entire year I was there, full of challenges, and I got sick. But I had this awareness as I left Beacon. There was a way that for a lot of years my healing path had to do with the spiritual realm, mostly and entirely. I had a lot to clear karmically, past lives, the energy of trauma, entities, demons, all this kind of shit that has to clear on the outer layers, the spiritual layers of the auric field. When I went to Beacon, I got so physically sick that it cracked me into my emotional body in a way that I don't think with my particular trauma and my particular set of defenses I would have cracked into. And ever since Beacon, I've been on the emotional healing track, integrating the emotion and the body, the trauma healing, into all the spiritual healing I've been doing for years before that. I would not trade the thisness of that time. I wouldn't trade it ever. I miss my friends. I love my friends. I can't wait to go back there. It's such a special place. And I never want to live there again because fuck winter. Fuck you, Northeast winter, right in the ass. You could bend over a table. I'm going to get something spiky and hard. I'm going to give it to you because fuck you, winter. I'm from Miami. I live in California. I am not built for the winter. So I don't want to go back to this place, but we have to understand the value of these moments when we're in them. I wouldn't trade that time for anything. So if you happen to be in one of these, it may be dangerous, it may be scary, but we have to ask the hard questions. What is this moment trying to show me? What am I here? What am I cracking open into? What is this pain offering me? Everything happening to us is actually happening for us, but it's very hard to see that when we're in the pain of the present moment, of course. So my hope for all of us is we could be gentle with ourselves and loving, but face that fucking pain. Face it. You know why? It's not going anywhere. You could face it today or you could face it tomorrow because it's not going anywhere. And maybe, just maybe, you're being cracked into a new layer of consciousness that you wouldn't have access to without the current pain you're in. And the outcome is positive, positive, positive. I've missed you guys. I love you. It's good to see you. Sending you all the high vibrational frequencies of the Southwest, along with a nice integrated, grounded, Californian, financially oriented, progress, looking pretty, living on the ocean vibe. I'm so into integration. I love living in California, but visiting the purity of the Southwest. Maybe one day I'll need to live constantly in the purity of the Southwest again, but I get a no. I don't think it's for me, but it might be for you. Let's find out. For me, I got to live in the pretty California thing and visit the purity and bring it to the people and then get the fuck out. It's not my karma to live here. This dog has a California karma. Let's give it to her. I've missed you. Listen to the goddamn podcast. What are you doing with your life? All the answers, free everywhere you get podcasts. Oh, and my OMA Pittsburgh class is starting up really soon. Next week, it's my affordable energy healing class. If you know anything about your human design chart and you're ready to process what makes it hard for you to live into following strategy and authority, come to the class. OMA Pittsburgh.